Supernatural Truth Paranormal Investigations. How can I help?
Alright, this is Chris and Darnell, right? It's our first run through the house. Anyway, go ahead, take a picture. We can use a name, maybe. Or connection to a relative. How long have you been here? Take a walk through the house. See if we can find any other nuisances, hot spots. This thing is off. Nothing there. We got a puppy dog in here. There she is. Daughter's room. Does anyone like this room besides the dog? Ghost in the closet. Another question, if there's anyone in here, do you like the dog? Anybody know the dog's name? Precious. Note to whoever listens to the recorder, Darnell whispered the name first. Anybody in here happen to know the daughter's name? If there's someone here with us. And what's the deal with the blinds? I'd like to pull them shut or pull them down. Maybe they're the wrong style. Or you just like to have a clear view of outside. Maybe pulls them down from inside so we can go outside and look through them. Definitely a little colder down here. I feel like they're being watched down here. Well, first thing I check for is the EMF. There's a breaker box there. Okay. It's just right around the box here. Take a snapshot to see if the spider webs light up. Alright, so there's no high EMF in here. There's no fear cage effect going on here either. Come over here by Darnell. She's holding a digital recorder to record your voice. Speak into it. We can mess with this thing I'm holding in my hand here. You want to come near me. This thing, if I ask you a question, you can play with the lights. Just wave your hand in front of it. 2 for no, 3 for yes. If you can manipulate it that way. Which is not a yes or no question. It would be, why are you still here?
Mike, Destin, and Sherry Kitchen. Start EVP session.
Is there anybody here with us tonight that'd like to get a message out to?
By the way, my name is Mike, and this is Destin. If you feel like you need to talk to us or answer any of our questions, you can use this little bitty black box I have here. And we can't hear you right now, but if we replay it, we can hear what you said then.
So if you have a question for us or anything you'd like to say to us, we can definitely come back at a later time and talk to you then and answer your questions.
We actually have a couple other little gizmos and gadgets here with us today. This is called an EMF detector, and if you come close to it, it'll light up some of these lights. And you can also answer our questions this way by stepping closer to it, putting your hand near it or touching it. It'll light up these lights right here in the front. If you see how these lights turn on and off. You can answer yes and no questions by flashing 2 lights for yes and 3 for no, or any combination you feel like you want to do. We have another one here. That if you touch this little pad here, it'll light up lights, and you can do 1 beep for yes and 2 beeps for no. So you can choose either one of them toys you want to play with.
If there is a spirit here, is it a man or a woman?
Would you tell us your name?
Looking through the windows, would that be you?
Or are you the cigarette smoker that she says she sees?
Or are you a spirit from on top of the hill, from the natives?
Either way, I bet you got a lot of stories you can tell some people. So if you feel like it, want to tell us a story, just Talking to this little bitty black box right here. Tells any story you want to tell us. If you are here with us, is there a reason why you stay around this house? Alrighty. Mr. Spiders, you bite me, I bite you back. Alrighty, let's kick on the... Go ahead and turn this one off for right now. So what we've been told in this area here is a person's pretty fond of women.
By the way, this is Destin Mike in the basement.
Yep, all about that.
Okay. We mean you no harm. We're basically here just...
I don't think they're that bad right here. I think they're over by the windows more. Hello.
Well, we're here ready to talk to you. We just want to get to know you a little better. We have some really cool equipment over here. Feel free to come over near it. This little gray box here, come over by it and you can actually pick you up and you can be able to light them lights off. All you have to do is come over by it, put your hand over there. This other box is really neat. All you have to do is come over by this and it's not going to hurt you. Just come over and put your hand over by it and it's going to light them lights up. Just like that. Go over and play with that if you like.
You have another one right here that I'm shining the light on, that if you come near it, it'll light up, it'll change the numbers on it, if you can see the numbers on it there. And you can play with it as much as you want to. We're trying to see if you can get to go up to a 5. If you can make these numbers go up to a 5, that'd be really, really, really awesome. Might be leave the light on for this part.
If you have anything you want to say to us, now's the time. We can actually hear you with this little black box here. Just come over, speak next to it or in one of our ears. We'll be able to hear you later, but we won't hear you now.
Is this part of the house here, on the very first house?
Darnell's getting some K2 spikes over here. Where'd it come from?
Down by the floor or something.
If you have something you'd like to tell Darnell, feel free to let her know.
Is that you here? Making the K2 lights go off?
That's not the camera.
If we had that wireless one on there, it's definitely going off though. She'd be getting readings everywhere she turns.
That's pretty strange because she came from the ceiling and she comes down to right about here and I saw that sucker going off crazy.
And see, we did test this too. Remember how they were saying if you move them real quick, it'll make them go off? Well, you only see one light there, so we know that if you move them fast, it doesn't make. So we hear you really like to frequent this room when the daughters were staying in this room.
Did you used to live here when you were alive?